Hi Catherine, it's Monday. So it's music week this week, and as you know, music plays a very important role in my life. Um, this week I'm lucky enough to get to do 2 videos on the Monday today and the Friday. And so I'm going to talk about different things related to music in each video. So today I'm going to talk about sort of how music has changed my life and all the different aspects of music within my life. And so from very early on in my life, music has been very important to me. I started playing the cello when I was 4 years old. I met this woman in a park actually, and I started playing with her children, and she actually came up to me, and I think she'd heard me singing or something and said that I was really musical and that she taught the cello and that I should start having cello lessons with her. And my mum was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I started going to round to her house like every week or whatever, and had these little lessons with her on this tiny cello. It was so cute. I remember playing sort of like nursery rhymes on it, and I remember it being a lot of fun. Singing has also been a very important part of my life. When I was little, believe it or not, I used to be really confident, and I used to sort of sing in public places and sing on the bus, and people would come up to me and be like, oh, your voice is really nice. And I think one of the more memorable times I was actually in, I think it was Welling, it was either Welling or Hollow in the shopping centre there, and it was coming up to Christmas and there was a band there playing and singing Little Donkey, and I was sort of standing at the front watching them, and I was singing and dancing along, and they actually got me to come up on their little stage and like sing in the microphone, and I went and did it, and I had absolutely no fear whatsoever about it. So that was good. So I studied music at school. I took it for A-level, and then I went on to study it for university. I had singing lessons and cello lessons there, and now I'm still having singing lessons. I also play the piano, and I have 2 guitars. I have an acoustic guitar and a bass guitar. I was actually in this band for a bit. Well, I don't know if you can call it a band, but and I tried to play bass guitar for that, but it was awful. I struggled actually teaching myself to play the guitar, and my excuse is that because I'm classically trained, I found that the chords and stuff hard to learn. But I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy and stupid. I used to play the recorder as well when I was at primary school, but I think pretty much most children did. I got a ukulele last Christmas. I've been teaching myself to play that. It's a lot easier than the guitar. It's so much fun actually. I really love the ukulele. It's a nice sound, and it's really fun to sing along with that. So when I was younger, I always wanted to be a professional cellist. That was like, I had it in my mind from a very early age. I was going to be a musician, and it was a cello that I really wanted to do. All my life I worked hard. Well, yeah, I worked to become a cellist, and I had these dreams of sort of, playing on stage solo to thousands of people in big halls, and I even at one point, I wanted to be in an orchestra. I wanted to be in like an orchestra pit for ballets and operas and things like that, because I remember going to see the Nutcracker quite a few Christmases, and I really enjoyed that, and I always wanted to play in the orchestra pit for the Nutcracker. But then very slowly and gradually, I realised that the cello wasn't my strength, my forte if you like, and I switched my paths and decided to follow the singing route. So I'm working on my singing a lot more now. I am hoping to get into teaching singing, or like put together a group of children or something, like a little choir. So that should be good. I actually went to a orchestra concert last night. The orchestra that I used to be in, the De Havilland Philharmonic Orchestra. My friend's still in the orchestra, and they were doing a concert last night where Guy Johnston was playing the Elgar Cello Concerto, and I went along to that. It was really, really good, and it was really strange watching it from the audience actually, and it made me kind of miss playing in an orchestra, and sort of question, whether I'd made the right choices and decisions in my life. But looking back on everything that's happened, I hopefully have made the right choices and decisions, and will continue to do so. So in conclusion to this rambling video, music is a very important part of my life. All sorts of different types of music I enjoy, I listen to. Obviously I've been classically trained, so I enjoy classical music as well as many others. I'm starting to develop and expand my sort of singing into I've been trying out some musical theatre songs, and my singing teacher calls it a classical crossover, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to your video on Wednesday to find out all about your taste in music. I think I know what some of them might be. And then on Friday I will talk more about other styles of music that I enjoy too. See you on Wednesday.